I'm here today at National Student Pride, where the theme for this year's event is homelessness in the UK. Did you know that 1 in 4 people in the UK that identify themselves as homeless are LGBT+? That is a massive statistic, and it's something that we're going to be talking about today with all the influencers and scholars. Is the main stage at National Student Pride. Unlike many other prides, Student Pride does not shy away from deep discussions and debates.
Yeah, so here we are at Student Pride. My name's Fox Fisher. I identify as non-binary, so I'm a trans person. I was assigned female at birth, and I kind of headed towards, saying that I was a trans guy, but that didn't quite work because I feel that there's ridiculous expectations for men and women, and I just didn't identify as either. Turns out I'm not alone. It's a really rapidly increasing identity. So if we look at kind of indigenous cultures, anything other than Western culture, you will see recognition of a third gender. So we're seeing more and more of that now where people are being recognized. So today the panel was about being beyond the binary, and that's the hashtag that we're using, beyond the binary. And so we had a panel with 3 non-binary people and 4 binary trans people, because even within the trans community there's still a misunderstanding perhaps by some people, or maybe it's quite threatening to people as well, non-binary identities, because I guess because binary trans people have often fought very hard for access to female spaces and so on, which I absolutely respect. And maybe it threatens their fragile femininity or fragile masculinity. But obviously non-binary people aren't here to erase that at all. We're just here to kind of be who we are and live our lives.
All right, Nikki, introduce yourself to everyone at home. Today we're on the bisexual panel. That sounds like fun.
Yes. It was very fun. There were 4 of us and we were all in agreement, which is actually really nice, and fighting with people for a change. So,
why do bisexual people tend to fight with each other?
Well, I just feel panels tend to fight. I don't think being bi has got that much to do with it. Yeah.
And how did it go? What was the main topic of discussion?
So we were really talking about the themes of bi-erasure and bi-visibility, because I think, what has always been an issue for the bisexual community is being under the LGBT umbrella, which we want to be, but then also feeling that we're more aligned with straight people than gay people, that the rest of the LGBT community doesn't quite understand where we're at. I think there are some perceptions that we're maybe greedy, that we're traitors, that we can be overly promiscuous, and that we're not in the fight with everybody else. So a lot of the work that we do is trying to kind of combat those perceptions.
Hi, I'm Hattie and I'm the student co-chair at Student Pride this year.
And what does a co-chair actually do?
So I'm one of the 2 people that kind of lead the committee each year. So we are a team of purely volunteers. We're a mixture of students and some new grads, and we kind of plan and run everything that happens here this weekend.
Is today a very stressful day?
No, we're all right.
You seem very calm.
It's going really well. We're really happy. So yeah.
Well, there's lots and lots of fun things happening over the weekend. Tell us about this Camp Out campaign that you're running.
So we are working this year with a charity called the Albert Kennedy Trust. They're a homeless charity for people that are LGBT+. So we're doing a sleep out on the 20th of February, and we're being sponsored to do it. So it'd be great if people want to get involved in that.
So you're sleeping outside?
Yeah, sleeping outside for the night to kind of show our support in the amazing work that they're doing and raise some money for them at the same time.
A big topic this year at Student Pride is LGBT homelessness, because we are in crisis. 1 in 4 people that are homeless at the minute identify as LGBT+. What are you guys doing apart from the Camp Out to tackle this problem?
I think we're trying to raise as much awareness as we can. I think, like the Albert Kennedy Trust said earlier today, the only way we're going to really solve this crisis is for the government to do something about it. So yeah, I'm personally pushing for that quite hard. Yeah.
So government, if you are watching, get the finger out. This is a problem. These young people need to get off the streets.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am now joined live on the pink carpet here at Student Pride with none other than Courtney Act. Give her a big round of applause, everyone. Yes. You've had quite the day today.
I've had quite the day, quite the week, quite the month, quite the year.
Quite the year. It's safe to say now that you are definitely leading the way in terms of this really important conversation that we're having at the moment.
I mean, that's so amazing to hear. In the house, I was just talking to people about stuff, and then I came out and there's all of these people just all of those cameras were doing something in there. They were beaming it all to the outside world.
Did you ever think it was going to be this big?
No, I didn't know what was going on. It's been absolutely overwhelming. Everybody's love and support has just been magical.
And I suppose it's Student Pride here today. There's so many young people here. There's people that are coming out, people that are finding themselves. What would your message be to anybody that's listening?
I think to anybody at all, I said this in the big room, is that anything that you think you're getting from concealing who you are, the benefit you'll get from liberating who you are is so, so much bigger. So just lean into the fear, lean into the discomfort, and just be you.
Yeah. And what are we expecting from you now? Is drag going to take a bit of a backseat while you push this message out, or are we going to keep the party going?
I think the little column A, little column B. I've got a tour coming up around the UK in June, which
Yes,
I'm
tell us
excited
about that. Yeah.
It's called Under the Covers, and it'll be all around the UK. And just, I mean, it's only been 5 days out of the house, so I'm still just trying to work out what the rest of my life entails.
It feels like it was a lifetime ago, eh? And of course, the question on everybody's lips is, how's Andrew?
Aww, he's adorable and sweet and lovely. And in his absence, he gave me a teddy bear, which I cuddle
Did
each
he?
night. Yeah.
Do you? And do you wish that teddy bear was him?
Of course I do. He has a Courtney act resting on pretty pillowcase, which he sleeps with. And he was somewhere not at his home last night, and he took the pillowcase with him. So,
Do you know, I know everybody's telling us that it's not going to happen, but I'm crossing my fingers for Courtney and Shane.
Well, do you know what? The thing about Andrew is that I truly discovered a friend and a kind of friendship that I haven't had probably before. And I think the fact that he was so comfortable with what that might mean is really cool to him. And I think just a gay boy and a straight man being BFFs is really cool.
And I think we've all found a new friend in you as well. Thank you for everything that you've done for the community. We are championing you for championing us, so thank you.
Thank you.
So Callum, you were on Gaydio just a few days ago, and a little birdie tells me you're a massive fan. How was it for you that day?
I loved co-presenting Gaydio. It was the first time I did anything like that, and to be, on Gaydio co-presenting just meant a lot more, broadcasting to people about my sexuality, which I've never done in the past. Today I'd spoken to a group of people in there for a body image speech, and it was the most people I'd ever spoken about being gay in front of, and there's only maybe 25 people, so it's still very new to me, but I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, good for you, man, honestly. Do you feel empowered by doing these things?
Yeah.
Because you're still on your journey, and these people maybe are only starting their journey. What would your advice be to them?
It took me so long before I came out as gay to the wider public, and I've never felt more empowered with who I am, who I love. And so I would just encourage anybody to just try and find that bravery and that strength to, if it's not family, maybe the LGBT switchboard or somebody that can help make you happier in who you are.
And are you in love?
I'm not at the moment.
You're
I'm
single?
still single, but I'm on Tinder and I'm on all the dating sites.
And he might be back on Gaydio very soon.
Yeah, I would love to be. I'd love to be.
Listen, thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So that's it from Student Pride 2018. Big thank you to everyone who came to speak to me on the red carpet, and a big thank you to all of our sponsors who made this happen. Don't forget to continue the conversation on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, whatever you want to do. Make sure you keep that student spirit alive. From me, Dean McCullough and Gaydio, see you next year.